If you ever have a chance to travel the outer margins of Iceland, there are waterfalls all over the place. There are falls where you can hurl the idols of heathen gods to their destruction. There are falls that glimmer like gold in the sun, if the sun actually comes out. Falls that pour over an ancient sea cliff, where the coast of Iceland has risen from the waves. Waterfalls framed by dramatic columns of basalt. Providing a dramatic backdrop to the world's oldest parliament.
The name means sacred falls?
Or powerful falls thundering through a blasted landscape carved by huge outburst floods from under the glaciers. Of course, as geologists, we want to know why there are so many waterfalls. One part of the answer is that Iceland's landscape is far out of equilibrium. If the Earth's landscape remains stable, rivers will eventually carve out valleys that have a smooth profile from their headwaters to the sea. Movement of the solid Earth will disrupt this process. Because of its tectonic setting over a hot spot on the mid-Atlantic ridge, Iceland exhibits rapid isostatic responses to the advance and retreat of glacial ice. Okay, what we're demonstrating here is the principle of isostacy, the tendency of the force of gravity to equalize the distribution of mass on the Earth's surface. So with our very simple model here, the red, the water, is the Earth's asthenosphere, and the blocks of wood are the lithosphere that makes up the country of Iceland. During an ice age, the mass of ice depresses the lithosphere, and it's forced downward into the asthenosphere within the Earth's mantle. And we're going to just put a mark on the tank here. And what we want to pay attention to is, all right, so watch this level right here. So here we are 10,000 years ago. There's a huge mass on the country of Iceland. And the climate changes, the ice melts. Now the water is going to move off into the oceans because we still have the same amount of mass on the Earth. So watch what happens. You'll notice that the land surface has popped up. And in the case of Iceland, the lithosphere is so thin and the asthenosphere is so hot and mobile, this happens very rapidly. Less than 1,000 years, Iceland completely popped up out of the water. What this does to the landscape is that it leaves the rivers completely out of equilibrium. Erosion by glaciers obeys different principles than erosion by running water, and when the glaciers melt away, the landscape is left with many sharp breaks in slope. This is ideal for the formation of waterfalls.
We have a rippled surface sitting right under a clay layer. Quiet water deposit is under the overhang.
Finally, in many parts of Iceland, thick layers of hard lava have poured out over softer sedimentary deposits, a situation conducive to the formation of waterfalls. None of this is likely to change anytime soon, and Iceland should be a land of waterfalls for millions of years into the future.